Speaking of scams, maybe, probably the biggest shit to ever happen in the DJ industry. Pioneer is making Rekordbox paid subscription.
I know all the bad boys, but you the only one that I beg for. Don't ever let me go, give me more.
I'm honestly so proud of myself. Still quarantine time, but I managed in the last half year to lose 40 pounds. Huge difference, like me before and now. And I'm even managing to go for a run every second day for 5 to 10 kilometers. Today, trying 10K in under 1 hour. That's the challenge for today. Whew. Started over there, over this bridge. 1/4 is done and the view over the entire city is just amazing. I just had to stop. This is so cute. Very peaceful. No virus crisis. There's still so little. Hello. The next bridge. Still very windy. By the way, my studio is right there in the center of the frame. We'll head there once I'm done with this bridge and back home. I did it! 10K under 1 hour. Now, quick shower, quick brunch, lunch, breakfast, whatever. To the studio, music making. Just so highly satisfying to be back in the studio. What's not so satisfying is I'm getting more and more invoices, stuff I have to pay, less income, same stuff to still pay. But yeah, I'll manage. The crisis isn't hitting me that hard actually. I lost a couple of gigs that were actually planned for this festival season, my first gigs in a long while. Was really looking forward to showcasing new tracks, experiencing the whole festival kind of vibe. As you might remember, or probably don't remember, one of my very first daily vlogs, DJ producer vlogs, was actually me playing at Brücke Festival, the biggest festival in Germany, very comparable to Tomorrowland, basically the German version of it.
And Steve Aoki, man! What the Steve Aoki! A nice outfit.
I want to drink.
Nice girls.
Nice girls. Beautiful. And the sign is very cool.
I of course played on the smallest stage, but like seeing the huge main stage. Was very inspirational. It's not my type of music, but it's nice to see what DJing evolved to. Because when I started, it was like just a regular standard DJ no one even cared about. You were just playing music and people were dancing. No one was looking towards the DJ. It was just you're the guy that plays the music. Now DJs are superstars, which is it's kind of nice that it evolved to becoming bigger, but it's also maybe at a point where it's so big that it hurts the entire music scene more than it actually helps. But that's a whole nother story. Today it's 100% all about making music, no business stuff interfering, just sitting here concentrating on making music. Just a couple more things I would love to share before getting started with the actual music production. And first of all, Spotify introduced a new feature where you can add like a donation site, PayPal, Patreon, whatever you're using as an artist, so that on your Spotify profile people can donate and like support you during this crisis. I think like it's a nice to have feature. They could have implemented it already years ago. Does it make up for every single artist on this planet losing their gigs? Definitely not. Does it make up for anything? Probably not, because most people listening to music on Spotify just log in, choose a playlist, listen to it, and that's it. They don't even check out the artist profiles, just like the hardcore fans, and they might even prefer following the artist on Instagram. It's really like the only people that check out artist profiles are other artists to see how many monthly plays someone else got and compare them to themselves and feel better or feel a lot worse. It's not really helping. SoundCloud did something similar. You can now have a button, like a support button, that also links to some other platform to like raise money for yourself to get supported. I don't think this will change anything. SoundCloud is anyways pretty much dead. I don't use it as much anymore. No one else really does. Reposting doesn't work. Since they introduced SoundCloud Go, it's just a huge big mess. And I wish those two platforms, instead of like putting in a link, which is like really, really lazy, why do they not pay the artist better? They have the opportunities to do so. The payout of Spotify is like very, very low. The only payout that is even lower is YouTube. YouTube is like a fifth of Spotify. Apple Music pays out more, Tidal pays out more, all other platforms, downloads, CD sales, everything pays more than Spotify. And SoundCloud basically doesn't pay at all. It's even lower, it's the worst in the industry, it's really a joke. And on top of that, as an artist, you have to pay to have a pro plan to see your stats, which comes free with every other music sales streaming platform, and you're even limited in like your uploading capability, which is just insane. I mean, letting the user pay for listening and the artist pay for uploading is a weird system. Never liked it. Not paying for SoundCloud anymore already for years. It's just a scam in my opinion. Speaking of scams, maybe, probably the biggest shit to ever happen in the DJ industry, Pioneer is making Rekordbox paid subscription, which is insane. It's like a software, if you don't know, for DJs to organize their music, set cue points, put it in folders, library, basically iTunes for DJs. And it was always for free as a download. And there was like a more advanced version with more functionality that came at least for free for people that bought Pioneer equipment. Now all of that is gone. They're now charging you monthly to be able to use it. For them, it's a huge strategy to just make more money, because at the moment they only make money through hardware, and most people buying the hardware are either DJ beginners that buy the cheapest stuff possible, or like the clubs that buy the 2, 3, 4, 5,000 euros setup, the full Pioneer Prime DJ 2000. No wait, I'm mixing it up with Denon. What was it? CDJ 2000 Nexus 2 entire setup. And festivals, clubs don't really care. They buy a lot of them. They break a lot. It has to be like the golden standard. They don't care to pay more because these things are way, way, way overpriced. But yeah, making everyone pay for it monthly. And then like their communication was really, really weird. Statements like, what was it? Like pulling off the bandage really quick and like make it hurt in one go. That's something you should never ever do, and the timing is extremely bad. Now, during a time where every single DJ doesn't have a single gig, they make their software paid monthly subscription, and they do not support old versions, and even people that bought equipment in the past do not get the new version. You can't pay it fully and just own it. It's like, this will be probably the biggest backlash for Pioneer DJ ever. I mean, they already did an update their stuff in so long. Denon is light years ahead. They're so much ahead that I even here for my studio, although I'm a Pioneer user from day one, decided to go with the full Denon setup. And since I got it, I never looked back. It's like technically way more advanced. The build quality is top notch. You got this loop button that you just click, turn to set loops, which is way more convenient and intuitive than what Pioneer did with the touch kind of stuff. Then you got streaming built in. The newer version of the Denon player has even a bigger display that is really almost like an iPad built in. So I think Pioneer is making sure to lose even more market share. There is still a huge gap. Pioneer still dominates the market, but I think now is really the time for Denon to take over. Like this year might be the turning point, because I think a lot of people, a lot of DJs will be annoyed by Pioneer so much that they will start looking for alternatives. So yeah, let me know if Pioneer is heading into the wrong direction and just scamming all of their fans. I pretty much think it's a ripoff. Thanks, Pioneer. That's like really nice, especially now. Anyways, back to music production, full-on music production the entire day, working for the very last time on my Do To You song, just like cleaning up some clicks here and there, and then bouncing out the pre-master version that goes to the mastering engineer, will be mastered and hopefully released within 1 to 2 months.
Think of the things that I'll do to you. Things that I'll do to you.